One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the NC State Wolfpack. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So the Pitt Panthers offense will have the ball first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. On target to the left. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quick release by the QB. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Zings it complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Henson. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? The short hands, it's late. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Pryor. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Rush. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down. Off-play action on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. NC State going up tempo. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There he goes. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball up.
They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They'll try to get it in with the run. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, NC State.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? From the gun, the running back has it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Bringing it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And that's good enough for first down.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find...
Oh, he's got some space. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Wide open space. Touchdown, NC State. The defense putting points on the board.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll try the run. Nice move to pick up yardage. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Snap from the gun on third down. Hit as he throws. Wide open downfield. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Bringing the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Henson. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marked it at the 47. NC State quick to the line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. And the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Off play action. Caught, close to the marker, it's Overton. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defense. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, NC State.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They're going to run it. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Music now! Music now!
Barrels ahead. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Third and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 7 over Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A-gap or the B-gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. He didn't do it that time.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab on the right. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Durant. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. And now on, wait, it's not fourth down. It's third down, and the field goal unit's out there. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll go to the ground. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. NC State going up tempo.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Gives it on the option. Hard running there.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
No return possible on this when it goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense got him at the 27.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with a sack.
They'll run play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack jack. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. NC State quick to the line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's rush.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, NC State.
NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. It's complete. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by a field goal over Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Another incompletion on third down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes a connection. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He'll do it himself. Jukes his way for more. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Illegal blocking.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. At the 45 on his way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Unloads quickly. On the move at the 30. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Working that left side. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. His offensive line trying anything to protect. Back at this point, nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's McNabb. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
14.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll run it from the gun. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, here we go.
Caught behind the line. It's Pryor. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. NC State going up tempo. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Buys a little time. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side.
They'll try to get him on the fake. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning. Looking to throw on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give him a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Fitted in the window for the score. Lining up for the PAT.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down, he'll throw it. Setting up the screen. Inside the 35. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take